Hello everyone, I hope you and your families have been doing well in this time. Today we are taking a lesson called When Millions Saw St. Mary. The purpose of the lesson is to know how, when, and what miracles were performed through the appearance of St. Mary, or the apparition of St. Mary, at Zaiton, Cairo, in Egypt. Also, the purpose is to allow the world to reflect positively on its faith in God and its love for St. Mary. So, first of all, when I say the word apparition, that means that St. Mary appeared in the form of light. So, the apparitions occurred over and around the Coptic Orthodox Church of St. Mary in a city called Zaiton, which was in Cairo, in Egypt. This lies close to the route taken by the Holy Family during their flight into Egypt. The church at which she appeared was built in the year 1925, and the land on which the church stands belonged to a family of Coptic people. A member of this family was thinking about what should be built on the land, and the Blessed Virgin Mary reportedly appeared to him in a dream, and she told him to build a Coptic church on that land. Later, about 50 years later, she would bless it in a singular manner, meaning she would appear there. The very first apparition was seen on April 2nd of 1968, which is why we are talking about her apparition, because today would be April 5th, which is very close to April 2nd. There was a garage in front of the church where a group of workers were changing shifts, and they saw some movement on top of the middle dome on top of the church. They saw a white lady kneeling beside the cross on top of the church. Also, a Muslim worker with a very badly wounded finger with a band-aid on it was pointing at that white lady who was St. Mary on top of the church, and immediately his finger was cured. There are also several other apparitions of St. Mary. For example, she has been seen as a dove flying around the church. Thousands of Egyptians used to stay overnight waiting to see St. Mary. Others needed help from St. Mary to get over a sickness or any problems they had, and through her intercession and her blessings, they were healed and their problems were solved. The apparitions of St. Mary have proven to be very important, as they have allowed many unbelievers or people of weak faith to repent, as they have seen the cures that have occurred to many people from her apparitions. Now we will speak about two miracles that God performed through the intercession and prayer of St. Mary during her appearances. The first miracle is about a 40-year-old man who had cancer. In the early 1960s, he developed a tumor, which is a bump, in his body, and he was operated on by a doctor. 2 years later, that tumor reappeared, and it was about the size of a lemon. He became very weak, and his case was declared incurable, meaning the doctor could not heal him. He managed to get to the church at Zaiton despite so many crowds, and he witnessed the apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary. At that moment, all of his pain and symptoms were gone. He underwent a medical examination, which confirmed that he was completely cured. The second miracle was very beautiful as well. There was once a busy Cairo housewife who had a serious disease for several years. She couldn't even make the journey to go see the appearance of St. Mary above the church. So her husband went alone to Zaiton to see Saint Mary. He begged for his wife to be healed through the intercession of Saint Mary, and when he returned, he was in so much joy because he found that his wife was completely healed. She told him that she had a dream where she was surrounded by women dressed in white who looked like nuns. When she woke up at 4 a.m., she was amazed to find herself completely healed. Again, a medical examination by the doctors confirmed that she was healed. So, what can we learn from today's lesson? We can learn that Saint Mary is our mother, and we have to ask her to pray on our behalf to God so that He might help us. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson, and I hope you can ask for Saint Mary's intercession whenever you pray. And I hope you could also listen to this more than once if it makes it easier for you to remember the stories. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys are doing well.